sponsored by 666bet.com.
This is Coogan Cassius for the Cassius and Helder Show here in Box Nation. With me, fighting on the Bad Blood card on November 29th, Steve Collins Jr. How are you, Steve?
I'm good, Coogan. Welcome back to Dublin.
Love Dublin.
Love your accent as well.
Oh, you've got a great Dublin accent.
Well, I need to work on that.
No, I've got a great Dublin accent. I'll have to work on it. Bit of history around this. Means thanks to you, this place?
Yeah, my mother got married here about 8 years ago, so I would say it's history, but I've been here before.
Yeah, you have been here before. Now, you haven't fought since your draw.
February, yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
To Tommy Guilford, wasn't it?
Tommy Gifford,
sorry, excuse me.
I could be wrong. But, yeah, Tommy.
But you felt you had a disappointing night that night, didn't you, at the Copper Box?
I did, yeah. I went in with I got an injury a couple of weeks before, and I thought I'd just bite down on my teeth and go through it. I ended up hurting myself a lot more than my original injury, and I had to get surgery after, and I've been out ever since.
Has that been a frustrating time period for you?
It has. Just not being able to do anything. I couldn't even jog, couldn't skip, couldn't even punch bags up until only a couple of months ago. But it's great that's put it behind me. It's made me develop more of a jab. So it could be a blessing in disguise.
Is it? I mean, you didn't lose the fight; you drew the fight. But
yeah.
Is it in some ways kind of the same to you at this level?
Yeah, these are lads. No disrespect to Tommy Gifford. I think I may be a better standard of boxer than him. I shouldn't be going to draw injury or no injury. I should have. But lack of experience kind of did me out a little bit. I should have just taken my time and worked off my left hand and just kind of won the next 2 rounds. But immaturely, I kind of bit down and tried to hurt him, which ended up making things worse again. So you live, you learn.
Who's your opponent on the 29th?
Lee Kellett.
Lee Kellett.
Yeah, big old cruiserweight. I've seen a few of his fights. I've seen him hurt a few lads, and I've seen him in with Matty Askin. Matty Askin, he took him apart in 1 round, so I'll try to do what he did.
It's a huge card on the 29th of November. Obviously, Chisora Fury, Billy Joe, and Chris EUBANK. I remember seeing some words between you and Chris EUBANK Jr. A few months ago.
Yeah.
Which was quite surreal, just when you think of the history behind the families and etc. etc. But what sparked that off?
I had an interview with it's actually a friend of yours. Is it Ronan? Dermot, I don't know. One of the lads. I had an interview with one of the lads, and they asked me about, you're Steve Collins Jr., Chris EUBANK Jr. Is there a potential fight there in the future? And I said, well, if I could boil down to like heavyweight and he'd step up, it's a definitely potential fight. You know what I mean? And he obviously seen the interview, said I didn't have the balls to fight him, but I might have said a few things back to him, probably things I shouldn't have said. So it kind of sparked from there.
It's interesting because your weight's apart as it currently stands, but
his dad finished off cruiserweight,
Yeah, I know, obviously.
And I'm a small cruiserweight.
Yeah.
Like look at me.
Right, I just mean right now. Obviously, listen. In a couple of years' time, you never know. But
it's a ticket seller. Hopefully, it's a ticket seller.
I think that sells anywhere. It's just the story behind it, like I said, and everyone was sort of looking into that. But he's got a tough fight in Billy Joe Saunders on the 29th.
Yeah. He's after taking a massive leap there. He went from fighting decent journeymen to world class fighter like Billy Joe. So not just a step, it's a huge leap he's after taking. So fair dues to him.
Could he be described as an unknown quantity, Chris EUBANK, where we don't really know how good he is?
Well, this is where we're going to find out. 2 weeks time, is he the real deal, or is he just spoofing? We'll find out.
But you'll be looking to, like I said, get your career. You've only had 3 fights now?
There's 4 fights ever.
Ever.
No amateur career, just 4 fights.
So you'll be looking to get that back on track come 29th.
Yeah, I want to stay busy.
Absolutely. All right, well listen, Steve Collins Jr., thanks for talking to the Cassius and Helder Show. I think I might go and have a stroll around there. Can you play golf?
I can pretend. Go for a swim if you want.
Not in this weather, absolutely not. All right, well listen, thanks for talking to us, and we'll wish you the best of luck next week.
Cheers, thanks.
All right, cheers mate.
Sponsored by 666bet.com.